focused learners. Okay, we're diving straight into a really special explainer today. We're going to step into this gentle, incredibly immersive little fairy tale about human connection. It's all about how we measure the immeasurable. So get comfortable, clear away those distractions, and let's just get right into this profound little story.
Close your eyes for just a second. Seriously, imagine a quiet night meadow. The air is cool, it's perfectly still, and the only sound, literally the only sound interrupting the perfect silence, is the soft, rhythmic chirping of crickets, just hidden deep down in the tall grass. It's this serene, almost magical environment, and it really lays the perfect romantic groundwork before a single word of our story is even spoken.
And right above that tranquil meadow, there's a vast, breathtaking, starry sky stretching out into absolute infinity. We're moving from this very small, intimate setting of a grassy field straight up into the boundless expanse of the entire universe.
Now, within this incredibly vast setting, we find something profoundly human and really quite real. Two silhouettes, a boy and a girl, just sitting close together in the tranquil dark. You can picture them against this beautiful scenery, maybe leaning shoulder to shoulder, bathed in absolutely nothing but soft starlight. This peaceful setting completely prepares us for the heart-touching conversation that's about to unfold right here in the quiet.
Okay, let's dive into this. The girl turns to the boy and she asks, "How much do you love me?" It is such a simple yet impossibly heavy question, right? It's that universal human inquiry. We're always seeking a tangible measure, some specific metric for a feeling of complete devotion. I mean, how do you quantify something that lives entirely inside your heart? Well, his response is fascinating. Instead of offering a number or, a standard cliche, he simply says, "Look up at the sky." What he's doing here is absolutely brilliant. He gently guides her away from a simple, measurable answer and points her straight toward that expansive, infinite sky we just talked about. But of course, she pushes back. "Don't change the subject," she replies. "You gotta love the playful tension here. This perfectly captures a very grounded, very human reaction to his sort of poetic deflection." She wants a direct answer, a concrete reassurance that she can wrap her head around, and right now, she thinks he's just trying to dodge the question entirely. He doesn't back down, though. "Just do it," he urges. And this is crucial, because he's not just trying to buy time, he literally needs her to experience the sheer scale of the sky for herself to truly understand his answer. And so she yields. "All right, what am I looking at?" she asks. You can really see her surrender to the moment here. She lets her guard down, letting her natural curiosity completely take over as she finally tilts her head back and gazes up at that vast night sky. She's officially stepped into the conceptual space he invited her to.
Now, what's really interesting about this is his instruction. Count how many stars there are. Instantly, he transforms this beautiful passive view of the heavens into an overwhelming, deliberate task. It's like a giant puzzle. He's taken the cosmos itself and turned it into an interactive challenge for her to try and solve.
Let's just pause for a second to really visualize her perspective. Imagine looking up at the real scenery of the night sky. You're surrounded by the soft sounds of the meadow, the crickets, the cool breeze, and facing an absolute canopy of stars. Thousands, millions of tiny shimmering points of light scattered like diamond dust across the pitch black. Honestly, where would you even begin to count?
She quickly arrives at the exact same logical conclusion. Impossible. This single word represents the complete finality of her realization. It's an essential turning point in our fairy tale, where human logic and that deep desire to quantify things completely surrenders to the sheer, unquantifiable scale of the universe. She basically admits defeat to the infinite.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact concept he was aiming for all along: infinity. It visually represents the moment she realizes the stars simply cannot be numbered. There is no start, there is no end, and there's absolutely no capacity for a human mind to tally up something so profoundly limitless.
Once she admits it's impossible to count them, he finally delivers his answer. "So that is explaining how much I love you." It's the beautiful emotional peak of the story. He softly connects the impossible task she just attempted directly to the depth of his devotion. He couldn't give her a number because, giving a number inherently implies a limit.
So, the crucial point is this direct comparison: the vast night sky versus the depth of his love. He's showing how the literal impossibility of counting the stars maps perfectly to his unquantifiable affection. Just as the stars stretch endlessly and beautifully into the dark, his love for her stretches endlessly within him.
This is what we call infinite devotion.
It's a profound, immeasurable connection that rivals the boundless scale of the cosmos. Our deepest bonds often defy standard metrics. They practically demand a cosmic scale to truly be understood. It takes this charming fairy tale romance and anchors it right into a beautiful truth about human connection.
Let's just slow the pacing down for a moment and see how this builds. We're left with a lingering feeling of infinite devotion beneath that quiet, starry canopy. Let's intentionally sit with that profound feeling. The crickets are still chirping, the meadow is still quiet, but the space between the boy and the girl is now filled with the immense weight and beauty of the entire universe.
Which brings us to a final, provocative thought. Who is the sky in your life? I really invite you to take this fairy tale's beautiful metaphor and apply it to your own profound connections. Who makes you feel like devotion is something that cannot be counted, only witnessed? Thank you for joining me for this Explainer Focused Learners. Until next time, keep looking up.